Hey everybody, and welcome back to Misfit Corner Scams. This is the Arsenal's Andrew speaking, and it's time for a couple more scam calls. Now, a few weeks ago, actually it was March 15th, I got a call from the scammers where they say, hey, it's your son, I've been in a car accident, I'm in jail. I've never gotten a call before, so I had a lot of fun with that. The thing that surprised me the most is that a week later, they tried it again. This time, it was a girl that called saying, hey, this is your daughter calling. I'm in jail. I've been in an accident. And both times, both of them were in car accidents in which they had accidents with a 6-month pregnant woman. Well, I figured after two tries, they'd be done with me and I wouldn't hear from them again. Well, guess what? Not the case. They tried it again. And this time, it was my grandson. A grandson I do not have. But that's okay. I'm going to go with it. I'm going to play with them. I'm going to see how far they take it and have a good old time doing it. So hope you all enjoy the call because it was a blast for me. Hello?
Hi, Grandpa.
Hey, what's up?
I need to speak to you about something.
Okay, what's going on?
I had a car accident last night.
You had a car accident last night. Are you okay? Are you okay?
I'm not okay. I fractured my nose. I also have a few stitches on my lip. I don't know if you can tell, but I'm hurt.
Okay, are you in the hospital? Which hospital?
No, listen, there's something else that happened after the accident. I just haven't told this to anyone. Can you please keep it between us if I tell you?
You haven't talked to your mom or dad yet?
No, not yet.
All right,
I'm
well,
not hiding this from them. I promise.
You're hiding that you were in a car accident?
No, I said I'm not hiding this from them.
Okay. Spit it out, son. Come on. Tell me what's going on.
Yeah. Officers got there after the accident. They told me that the lady who I crashed is actually pregnant. I think the accident was my fault. I won't lie to you. I was using my cell phone when it happened.
Okay.
I got arrested for this.
Well,
they are holding me on charges. I am at the courthouse right now. They told I was granted this 5-minute phone call by an attorney, and he's the person helping me here. I just can't do this on my own. That's why I'm calling you. I need your help.
Okay, what do you need me to do?
He told me I have to pay for a bail.
Okay.
He also told me this is refundable. I just need you to grab a pen and a paper. I have his information here.
All right, hold on a
You give
second.
him a call.
Yep, I can give him a call. Now, where are you at? What jail are you at?
I am at the county courthouse. I just don't know the county I'm at. I don't know the name.
You don't know which county? Where did the accident happen?
It was here near home. I went out with my friends last night.
Was anybody with you in the car?
No.
It was just you by yourself. Okay. Okay. What's the name of the attorney?
His name is Colin Cooper.
Colin Cooper? Okay.
My case number is 11.
1101. Okay. 7. Okay.
4 5.
Okay.
Dash and the letter B as in boy.
Okay. And you have a telephone number for him?
Yes, his phone number is 444
Okay.
525.
Okay. Now, have you been checked out by a doctor? Have you been checked out by a doctor?
Yes, they did check me out last night, but that's the reason this call is 5 minutes long, because I'm going back to the medical staff now.
Okay.
I will have to call you later from here. Just please trust me. You gotta trust
Okay.
Mr. Cooper. He's a really good attorney. He's helping me a lot here today.
Okay. Now,
Just give him a call.
you said you were looking at your cell phone. Were you drinking?
No, I wasn't drinking, I promise.
Okay. Thank God. Thank God. Okay. All right. I'll give Mr. Cooper a call in just a few minutes. Do you have any idea how much your bail is?
No, I'm not sure. I don't understand the percentages of how much it would be. But listen, just call him now, okay? He will explain you everything much better. He's a really great attorney.
Okay.
Just trust him on this one.
Do you know
I
where
love you.
Do you know where his office is located? Do you have any of that information, or just his phone number?
He's right here at the courthouse. I don't
He's at the
know
courthouse.
if he works
Okay.
from here.
Okay.
Yeah, I love you.
All right. Love you, kid. All right. All right.
Bye.
All right. Bye. One of the things that's funny about that is, number one, never says his name, never identifies himself other than it's your grandson. Okay? Number two, doesn't say where he actually is. He says he's at the courthouse, he's at the county jail, he's close to home, but he never actually says what city and state he's in, you know, because they have no clue where they're calling. But it's always very funny that they always end up having an accident with a 6-month pregnant woman. Weird. But what happened was, at the time, as you could tell at the beginning of this call, I was driving, and I stopped and just sat in my car and took the rest of the call. And I did not have anything to write down the number on, so I was going to wait till I got home to call him back. But that's okay, because the attorney called me, and that was the next call. Hello?
Hello?
Yes, hello?
Hello, yes, hi. This is the attorney calling Cooper, giving you a call.
Yes, excellent. I was just getting ready to call you. My grandson called me while I was driving, and I was waiting until I stopped before I called you back, because the last thing I want to do is get into an accident. But I'm stopped now, so thank you.
Well, I just stepped into my office just now. I asked my paralegal, Kathy, if anyone gave me a call. She said no, so I decided to give you guys a call. So, did you get a chance to speak to my client, by the way, sir?
Yes, my grandson Paul called me and said he had been in an accident and was now in jail. And so at this point, because he said my client, and he actually didn't give out a name, I decided to help him out and just make up a name on the spot. My grandson's name is Paul. See? There you go. Paul. And he didn't tell me which jail. Do you know where he's at?
I apologize, sir. I having a bad connection at this point.
All right, well, hold on a second. Let me try to step outside, see if that helps.
Probably, you have me on speakerphone?
Well, yes, I have a hard time hearing with this stupid-ass phone. All right, I'm stepping outside, see if that helps.
Well, I can hear you a lot better there.
Okay, then I'll just stay outside then.
Okay, excellent. Now, my name is the attorney calling Cooper, okay? Just for the record, I do need to verify some information with you, sir, before I go ahead and proceed and provide you with any personal information concerning my client.
Sure.
Can I please verify your first and last name, please, sir?
Timothy McAllister.
Timothy McAllister. Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Do you have a case number for me, sir?
I didn't get a chance to write it down. Like I said, I was driving when he called. I know it starts with a 1-1.
Can you please verify your grandson's first and last name for the record for me?
Paul McAllister.
You know the state that he resides, sir?
Where he resides? Yes, he lives out of Jacksonville, Florida, but I'm not sure exactly where he's at right now. Okay.
Because I do have it here in file. Mr. McAllister, as the only person that I am authorized to speak with concerning his case. So therefore, I will be sharing some sensitive and personal information with you. And unfortunately, Paul was involved on a two-car collision accident where him and the other lady in the other car, they were both injured. He did suffer a fractured nose, 3 stitches on his lip, nothing major.
Okay.
So he is going to get back to his normal self within a week or so less. However, the other lady in the other car, which is Miss Williams, she did suffer a fractured wrist. And I see here in the report that she also 6 months pregnant. I don't know if he was able to explain that to you or not.
Well, he mentioned that, but he didn't know what her condition was. He just said she had to go to the hospital.
Well, that news is the first news we hear. So based on my knowledge, sir, my understanding is that she's in stable condition at this point.
Okay.
So that's great news for us. Yes. And back to your answer, we are in Duval County. Okay.
Okay. So he's
Duval Court.
he's at the jail downtown then.
Well, he's not at the jail. We are waiting for him to get transferred out to jail. I was able to do a background check on him, so this is what happened.
Okay.
When the police officer arrived over at the scene, they went ahead and proceed with the normal procedures and protocol, which is a breathalyzer test. Great news is that he did pass the test. He was not drinking and driving, which is excellent news for us.
Yep, that's what he told me.
However, when the officer asked him what happened and what transpired, he was being honest with the officer, and he explained to the officer that apparently he was looking up an address on his cell phone. So by the time he realized, he lost sight of the road, and that's when he went ahead and re-entered Miss Williams from behind by accident.
Okay.
So therefore, he was charged with reckless endangerment and testing and driving. He was then transferred over to the county courthouse. My name is the attorney, Colin Cooper. I am the attorney in charge in this case. And like I told you previously, when I initially interviewed Paul, I indicated to Mr. Paul for him, to get in contact with his parents, mom, dad, close sibling. He was just very skeptical and embarrassed about it, so I'm assuming that that's when he went ahead and gave you a call, because you did get a chance to speak with him yourself, correct, Mr. McAllister?
Yes, I just spoke with him just a few minutes ago.
Well, I did a background check on Mr. Paul, and he appears that Paul never been in trouble before. He is a first-time offender, so I went ahead and submitted a petition for a PTI program.
Okay.
I do not know if you're familiar with a PTI program.
No.
I will go ahead and explain.
Okay, please.
A PTI program is a pre-trial intervention program.
Okay.
And it is a program target at providing first-time offenders charged with a non-violent crime with the opportunity to avoid the consequences often associated with a felony criminal conviction, and attempts to release some of the burden on the criminal justice system caused by such offenders. Meaning, what this program do is gives individuals a second chance and opportunity back into society, to where they just need to comply with the duty and supervision, post a bond, not a fine, which means that whoever is going to assist them financially, the funds will be reimbursed back to you within 7 to 10 business days from today. He just more a collateral to ensure that he do comply with his duty and supervision, and once he complies with that, his record will be expunged. So, for the reckless endangerment charge, he's going to need to comply with the 72 hours of community service.
Okay.
For testing and driving, he's going to need to comply with the 7 hours of driving lessons.
Okay.
The bond initially was set on the amount of $180,000. With a 10%, that would have been $18,000, which I felt it was too harsh and excessive of a bond for a first-time offender. My client, he's not a fly risk. So therefore, I submitted a petition for a debt reduction. We was able to get that petition granted, and was able to locate one one of the headquarters of the PTI, they were able to work with us and reduce the bond on the amount of $97,000 with a 10%. You're only responsible to $9,700. Please write that down.
Oh, yes, I'm writing that down. Just so you know, that's not going to happen. I don't have access to $9,700. He's just going to have to stay in jail.
Okay, so $180,000 bond for causing a traffic accident while looking at your cell phone. Does that seem extreme to anybody else? Even $97,000 seems overly extreme to me. But maybe that's what the bonds cost for those offenses. But wow, that is a crap load of money that this guy is expecting us to believe is what he's being charged with. Just wow. Well, guess what? You ain't got the money. I guess he's going to have to rot in jail. We'll see what happens next.
Because I don't have access to that kind of money. I don't know why he would call me. I'm on Social Security and don't have a savings, so that was pretty dumb of his stupid ass. Yes?
I understand that, but my job is to make sure that I provide you with the information and instruction, what I had done so far in this case and everything else, okay?
Right. So now, are you a public defender? Are you representing him pro bono, or are you getting charged?
Pro bono case.
Okay.
This is a pro bono case.
So you mean to tell me that when somebody is in a car accident without drinking, that they prove that they weren't drinking, they arrest them and want to have $180,000 bail? Really?
Okay, well, next time he needs to keep his mouth shut, sir. Okay?
Yeah.
And let people do their job.
You know what? The reason why I think he doesn't want to tell his dad is because the same exact thing happened to his dad a few months ago. I got a call from him. He was in a car accident, hit a pregnant lady, and was in jail. And the same exact thing happens to his son, my grandson. Isn't that crazy? What's the chances of that happening to the same family twice?
At the same, time period, or this happened years ago?
No, a few weeks ago. I got a call from my son saying that he had been in a car accident, hit a pregnant lady, and wasn't drinking, of course. He was on his phone, and he went to jail, and they needed to pay, I think it was like $10,000 to get him out. But I told him, hey, I don't have the money, so you're just going to have to sit in jail. So...
Yeah, actually that call was around March 15th, so it was about a little over a month ago. And I didn't even bring up the fact that the same exact thing happened to my daughter on March 21st. Isn't that crazy? My family, they're just out there gunning for pregnant ladies with their cars. See, notice how I added that little caveat in there. But let's wrap this one up because this is just getting ridiculously funny.
It's funny how these...
my part of the bargain.
Yeah, it's funny how these things happen over and over again to the same family, you know? Kismet, maybe. I don't know. What do you think?
In his case, I feel that if he kept his mouth shut, none of this would have happened. It was just a simple accident, and that's all.
Yeah. Well, I guess he's gonna have to learn. He's gonna have to learn the hard way, huh? Spend a couple nights in jail. How long do you think he'll be in jail?
In that sense, what will happen is that he's going to get transferred now to a county jail facility there. He's going to have to sit there probably like 10 to 5 days approximately. See the next judge. Then he's going to get a bond hearing. Absolutely.
I wonder.
And from there, he's going to take it from...
I wonder if he'll get in county jail. That would really teach him not to play on his phone while he's driving, wouldn't it?
That's personal between you guys, if you get or not, sir. That doesn't, that's not my concern.
Whew.
So thank you so much for your time, sir, okay?
Oh, you're not going to help me any further? You're just going to give up on me now? I mean, you made the call.
And he gave up on me. Anyway, well, I do have his number, so I may try to give him a call back later this week. Just do like a check-in on Paul, see how he's doing, because obviously I'm not going to get a call back from Paul. But, wow. I thought it was crazy last month when they called me and said my son was in an accident. Because I had never gotten one of these calls before, and it was great. I had a great time with it. And then a week later, it's my daughter who's in the car accident. This time, it was my grandson. The fact that they're trying the same exact scripts over and over again is beautiful. I love it. Wonderful. And when you get these calls, just so you know, 100% scams. Screw with them. Have fun doing it. And enjoy. Hey everybody, and thanks a lot for checking out the video. If you like the content, click the subscribe button and hit the bell for notification. Leave us a comment. Let us know what you think. Thumbs up, thumbs down, either way, and we'll catch you all next time.